Is this a weekend scam pump? Low liquidity weekend, fake out, potentially even being engineered by the arch nemesis of crypto, now himself CZ? Or in fact, is this the beginning of a real relief rally, a real bounce? Is it a dead cat bounce? Well, in addition to that, we're also seeing Tom Lee telling us he knows exactly why on October 10th, altcoins across the board, specifically 50, 60, 70, 80% down in minutes, what exactly happened and what it means for the rest of this bear or bull market, and many other things. So if you're new here, we do these videos every day unless I don't want to. And without any further ado, is this going to be a quick switcheroo? Or are we going to get dumped on tomorrow come 9:30 a.m. EST stock market open? Are the bulls ready to get banged, or is this in fact the beginning of something big? Tom Lee says he knows exactly who triggered the October 10th crash. He says that a stable coin on one exchange that he won't mention suddenly dropped to about 65 cents due to a coding error triggering massive liquidations. Does Binance have the power to do that? Does Binance having an issue or an error, a code error in their books, really have enough power to bring down altcoins across the board 50, 60, 70 plus % in minutes? It's rhetorical, but if you would ask me that, do I think Binance has the influence and the ability and the capital to do that? Maybe. Really, because what happens if that happens is that Binance's failure there will then trigger a lot of other cells across the whole ecosystem, and basically, I think that's possible. What this top comment says is that he basically hinted it was a technical failure and that a stablecoin glitch that deep instantly forces ADL cascades. Once it starts, the whole market gets dragged with it. The fact the name tells you, or he won't say the name, tells you it was a major player, and all the comments obviously say CZ and Binance. Even Fred Krueger here saying he believes that it's a stablecoin USDE, the exchange being Binance. And is that what happened? If so, it's quite big. But if so, that also potentially means that people's worst fears of something really big breaking across the markets maybe were overstated or unfound. So that's something to keep note of. We also see billions of dollars worth of shorts will get liquidated if Bitcoin pumps 15%. What would a 15% pump look like for Bitcoin? Well, I believe it would be back to basically somewhere right around 100K. Basically exactly right around 100K from here if we get a 15% pump. Obviously, lots of shorts will get liquidated if that's the case. Pretty big. Now, Bitcoin as well is about to close its second consecutive weekly candle. At the time of recording this, if you're watching right as I post it, this is just a few hours away. By the time you're watching it, it might have already happened, but it's about to close its second consecutive weekly candle below the 50-week moving average. In 2018 and in 2022, this resulted in actually the beginning of a dump. It actually dumped much more after we got that signal. The only way that Bitcoin won't dump with yet another close below this 50 moving average is if the 4-year cycle is dead. And the top comment actually says, the 4-year cycle doesn't hold anymore. Bitcoin now moves with macro liquidity and institutional flows. And to be honest, I think it has always moved with macro liquidity. In the past, I think it might have even just been luck or coincidence that they were just also perfectly timed with the 4-year cycle. So we look at this as well. This is the business cycle signal posted by TechDev. Here we are all the way down here. And if you look, where does this kind of line up with, these lows versus the highs up here? Well, basically it's telling us we're just in the longest pre-parabolic phase in history. And now a lot of people have also they've pointed out like, hey, if this was really the beginning of the bear market and the top really was in at about 126K, it'll be the first time in history that everybody on Twitter, all the 100 follower accounts, all the people calling for the top to be in at that level was right. I mean, even that post from Reddit from years ago saying it would top on that exact day. If the top is truly in, and if this is truly the beginning of another multi-year bear market, and the 4-year cycle just holds up as it always has, then it'll be the first time in history that basically everyone called the top. Not everyone, right? Not everyone called the top, but there was more people calling for it to be the top than than I've ever seen in an actual top. So I think that's worth noting. My point of saying that is that it seems a little too easy. It seems a little too fishy. It seems like the market is never on the side of consensus, meaning the market just doesn't do what everyone thinks it's going to do. And yes, if you ask, like 50% of people are still bullish and bearish. I mean, even polls that I've taken recently, it's kind of a 50-50 split. But I've never seen this many people accurately call the top, which just makes me lean more towards the side that I don't think everyone is right. Or I don't think this many people are right. Usually when a top is in as well, I think the best indicators to look at are sentiment indicators. And the sentiment indicators, whether you look at like fear and greed, which is just like psychology and how people are feeling, even social metrics, everything, I don't know. Something seems fishy. And it's not me this time. We also see Bitcoin bottom has already formed, according to Erlez. That my plan for the next 3 months, he says, is that he expects 82 to be a big bounce zone, up to back above 100, potentially even all the way up to 160 before then entering like a real bear market sometime in the middle of next year. Top comment as well says this. He thinks this is more realistic. A retest of about 82, a breakdown actually maybe to 50K, and then a ramp up where we actually enter a bull market for multiple years. So, maybe a little break, maybe just get a rejection exactly at 100. Both of these are really interesting scenarios. Both of these, actually, if you would ask me what I think makes more sense if I had to pick between these two, where we just straight up bounce here to 160 and then down to a bear market, or if we're actually still showing weakness, maybe we get a little bit of a mini bounce up to 100K and then get rejected even lower and then actually enter even a much longer and bigger pump, I think maybe I would go with this scenario. I think that, again, we're still not seeing that big amount of strength. We're not seeing that much strength, really. The bouncing is not very strong. So, hey, these are just two scenarios, and I think they're both interesting. But we also obviously know objectively Bitcoin is extremely oversold here. Very much so. The most we've seen since the FTX crash, COVID, all of this. Crazy, right? So many bottom signals already firing. Tom Lee, the king of crypto, saying that a 200,000 Bitcoin by the end of January 2026 is coming. Crazy. He sees it rebounding from 150 to 200,000 by the end of 2026. What a legend. So the Fed ended quantitative tightening in September 2019 and started quantitative easing in March 2020. During that time frame, Bitcoin went down 65%, while alts against Bitcoin went up a lot, about 100%. This time, the Fed will end quantitative tightening in just about a week. With altcoin sentiment already at all-time lows, what Ash is saying is that potentially there might be some life for altcoins. Now, 4 years in the making, alts have done nothing in 4 years. That would be long overdue. And as I mentioned, there's about nearly 10 billion in short liquidations if Bitcoin reaches about 100,000 again. Almost double that if it just goes up to about 110,000. Liquidity hunting is a big thing in this market, and wherever the liquidity is, the price tends to get there relatively quickly. So Bitcoin is bouncing off of support in very severe oversold conditions. Is this a relief rally, or is it just a big bull trap? That goes back to the chart I just showed a minute or two ago. If we bounce here, we get up to about 100K, people start getting bullish again. That would be honestly a really good position for bulls to get liquidated again. A really good bull trap scenario, right? It is basically 100K, a bounce to 100K, and trapping bulls there that get bullish is quite literally a picture perfect bull trap. So hey, but also with everyone maybe thinking that, you got to think about the psychology of it. Maybe that won't happen either. Maybe it'll be an actual pump, maybe to 110K, where a lot of shorts get liquidated at both 100K and 110K. But if history repeats, we could see Bitcoin reach 200 or a quarter of a million basically soon, according to Trending Bitcoin. Is this still a pre-parabola phase, according to even someone like TechDev saying this, right? The world's highest IQ holder saying that Bitcoin will reach 220,000 in the next 45 days. What a legend. What a legend. I hope that's true. I doubt it. Donald Trump just bought millions in U.S. bonds. Is this potentially signaling that upcoming rate cuts are coming in and they're coming in big? We also see that Bitcoin's funding rate has also flipped negative. Overcrowded shorts getting squeezed soon, likely. Is this what that means? Are we going to see shorts finally get some pain, pushing us back to $100,000 per Bitcoin? We see fear is at about a 10. Bitcoin is at 86K. That's truly just crazy. the fact that the fear is the lowest that we've seen, the lowest you basically do see, and Bitcoin's still at 86K. That's still really high. According to Quinton, exchange outflows just printed one of the largest spikes in history, which is a major bottoming signal. Every major outflow event on this chart marked the start of a huge leg up. And some big sell orders are emerging for Bitcoin around 88 to 91,000, according to Ted. And Bitcoin is trading about $2,000 above the CME gap. Maybe a local top on Monday and then a dump to fill the CME gap. So again, that theory of potentially just a scam weekend pump coming in big. And we also are seeing continued, this has been going on for a long time, but exchange reserve balances are just going down. So eventually there will be a supply squeeze. I don't see it happening this month or next month, but eventually there will be one, and it will be the biggest pump in the history of mankind. But currently, yeah, we're having a little bit of a micro bounce. 2 big wicks on the last 2 dailies, green today. The only thing that I urge caution about is the fact that this is weekend price action. Stock market opens in about a day, 24 hours roughly, and if we get the stock market open, normal 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time dump, then you better believe your butt and your cheeks that we're going to go back down. So it has yet to be seen. We are clearly, if we look on a weekly chart for Bitcoin, going to close below the 50-week moving average, unless we somehow bounce back above 102,000 in the next couple hours. Not likely. That's not happening. Very, very dumpy on a weekly. Very oversold on a weekly, though, as well. Very oversold. So if you guys are new here, get signed up to Femex or BITUNIX if you want to buy Bitcoin, altcoins, or trade. Get subscribed as well. We do these videos every day unless I don't want to. Without further ado,